Good morning, friends and family out in YouTube world. It's Jacqueline Hill Bennett, and today I'm going to bring to you a wig review from a bald girl's point of view. Today is the first day I'm ever going to make a video while my kids are home, so it's really weird because I'm talking to myself in front of the kids. That's Ellis. Hello, world. I would have liked to see Ellis put something else on, but that's okay. The other kids are back there too. If you look back there, you can see them. It's Saturday morning, so I'm letting them just hyper absorb themselves in the video games, which is really bad, but you know, what's a girl gonna do? Okay, so all right, so today my husband is home, which is a real treat because he's never home. My husband is a nurse, and he works a whole lot, so he's never home. Okay, so I wanted to do something special with my hair so that, you know, maybe I could take him out on a date or something like that later tonight, which is probably not going to happen because I have 5 kids. But maybe I'll, you know, do date night in the house, like drink wine. Okay, so I pulled out one of the wigs that I really enjoy wearing, which is, and this is one of the cheaper wigs. This is a very inexpensive wig. It's like, well, I buy it for $40. I know I've seen people talk about how they get it for like $30 and under $28. I've never seen it. I guess being in New York, you just don't get great prices like that. But this is a lady lace, Swiss lace deep part wig made by Beshe, and the style is LLSP-211 in color deep wine. I came into my living room today because I noticed that when I'm in here, the natural light is really good and you get to really see that deep wine color, which is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I don't love this wig, but I do love the style. I've had issues with this wig. When I first bought it, I fell in love with the style. As a bald woman, you have to be really, you have to consider a lot of things when you're buying your wigs. You have to consider when the wind blows, how is your hair going to look? See, to me, that's not an option for me. I'm not going out like that. When the wind blows, is it going to blow the hair in places where I'll end up seeing my scalp? And this wig is guilty of that, like crazy. The first time I wore it for like a week because I fell in love with the style. I didn't even care about any of those other variables like the wind blowing and how it would look. I just wore it. I just threw caution to the wind and wore it. And one day I was walking around, my nephew says to me, "Auntie Jackie, I could see your scalp." And I looked and I was like, holy crap, you could see right through this wig. How many people looked at the back of my head? But, can you see? So, well, you know, as much as I like the cut, I don't know how to cut hair like this. When I cut hair, I basically know how to do one style. And that's the style you guys see me cutting all the time. So I have to, if I want this cut, then it has to be this wig. So I figured a way around it, and I somehow insert a clip, or maybe I already did, I'm not sure about how I did that. What I did was I added some wefts. I went to the beauty supply store and I asked for, you know, a couple wefts of hair, which I just had around the house anyway, and I cut it and I lifted up the hairs, and I found the separate wefts and I glued them in with glue. Normally I would sew them, like if I felt like this wig would last long, I would sew it because I just feel like sewing is more secure and it's cleaner and it falls better. But this wig is not going to last more than 2 weeks. They just never do. I don't know why. That's why I don't like really dealing with these inexpensive wigs, because you put a lot of work into them and then it's finished. Like a whole lot of work. Like you're pulling strands, you're adding hair, you're customizing. Like here, I figured, you know, why not today? while I'm in front of you guys, I'll show you how I deal with this geisha looking hairline, which is dreadful. It's dreadful. Why should anybody's hairline look like this? It's because I think most people who wear wigs have hair. So they can have, you know, they can take out their leave out and blend it, and it looks very natural on these women. And they're very fortunate. But not all of us are that fortunate. So we have to work magic, basically. So here, I'm going to show you how I do that with makeup. I'm just softening the hairline with color. And I'm putting that makeup into the hair, like it's actually going into the strands of hair, so that, you know, it just kind of looks softer. No definitive line. Now, it's really hard to get that hard line out. It's really difficult to do. I'm going to take care of that, and everything I do on YouTube, by the way, I'm doing it in half the time I would normally do it. Because, you know, for the sake of you guys' time, I'm respectful of your time. I respect the fact that you came here today, and so I'm going to be respectful of your time. Okay. So, now I'm going to use a liquid makeup that's a little heavier. It's like a roll-on antiperspirant. Ooh, that was messy, girl. Okay. Okay, so as I'm blending the makeup, I'm also, you guys know I like to use my fingers and my nails and my saliva, right? I'm also bringing the hairs forward. So anyway, I mentioned the fact that I'm doing everything in half the time to explain away whatever messy work that I do. I just want you guys to get the idea of how to make these wigs look natural without leave out. Okay, so I should have told you. I use the infamous got to be glued that everyone in the YouTube world uses. And I found this because of YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. This is a blessing, a godsend. So I took it and I'm just rolling in the hairs. I'm bringing them forward, and you know what, I always like to have my scissor around because I do like to do that. Oh, I'm gonna go get my scissor. I'll be right back. So I did that with my finger. Now I have a really soft brush, not like the hard brush that my husband uses to get his waves, but a really soft brush, and I'm bringing a few of those strands forward. Like very few, sparse amount. Like this chunk right here, that's too much hair. Let me get that back. Get back there. Get back there. Now this is synthetic hair. So synthetic hair has this unique property. And I really like synthetic hair for this, you know, because of all the things you can do with it. But okay, I'm going to show you a little trick I do with the synthetic hair. But first, oh, I should have mentioned I started with a glued down unit. It's well set on my head, so it's not going anywhere. Because I can't style hair, I told you this in the past, without the wig being secured on my head properly. Otherwise, it's just hard to deal with. So, you know, as I told you in another video, I don't cut hard. I use my scissor as a blade, and I kind of just razor those hairs short. Okay, and I think you guys can see that this wig is already looking better. Already I can toss my head back without you seeing that telltale, god-awful hard hairline. It still looks a little hard, but not nearly what it looked like before. Okay, I'm gonna move this because I want you to see something. I just want you to get a look at, you know, this area here, which is the first thing that people look at when they want to know if your hair is real. And for some reason, people always want to know if your hair is real. They're just always staring at your hair. I don't know, the haters just want to hate. I don't never talk about haters, but today I'm gonna mention it. Anyway, so these strands here in the front, they're straight now. Have you ever, when you were a kid, gotten one of those balloons, you know, the helium balloons, and at the store, they give it to you on the string, and then they take the string and they curl it by just running a razor down it? They do that. I don't know how that exactly, what it is that works there, but it makes it curly. I'm going to do that same thing with this hair. I'm going to pull it, and it's going to just like kink up. See that? Can you see it? You probably can't because my camera is not really good. At some point, I plan to get another camera. I just can't afford it right now. I have 5 children. Nothing is cheap in this world. Okay. So I'm making these hairs kink up a little so that I could better emulate a natural hairline. Okay, so that's done. And then I'm gonna go in again with my razor, scissors, whatever you want to call it, shears, and snip away the long ones. Okay, so that looks like your leave out right there. That would somehow emulate your leave out. Hi, Bubblegum. That's Summer. She's still in her pajamas, so she doesn't want to come out, and I don't blame her because her pajamas are like shorts and a t-shirt. We don't wear pajamas in this house. Anyway. Okay. That's how LLSP-211 by Beshe looks in a deep wine after she's been doctored. Oh, I should also mention that earlier this morning, before I decided to make this video, I did put makeup on the hairline to make it a little bit more pronounced because that hairline area was looking almost non-existent. There. Now she looks beautiful. So, really quick, I'll turn around and show you her. You see her? So when I'm chilling out in the world, I'm all like, oh, hey girl, how's it going? Look at me with my beautiful deep wine hair. Okay, so anyway, go out and buy yourself a Beshe. They're great wigs, despite all the shortcomings. If you know how to, if you're handy at all, if you're good with your hands at all, you can make it work. Okay, so I like this wig so much that I ordered it online because I didn't have any more at the store. And I ordered it in my usual color, which is a number 4. And the crazy people sent me this color. I didn't bother to send it back though because when I put it on, it surprisingly looked nice. And the other strange thing is it didn't require as much work at all to make it look nice. I think because of the color. I'm going to go ahead and put it on and show you what it looks like in blonde. Because blondes have more fun, right? I don't know. I wouldn't know if blondes have more fun because I never went outside with blonde hair. Maybe you guys could convince me that I should wear this outside and just stop being a sucker. So this is straight out the bag. I did nothing to it. And somehow, she just looks amazing. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I never expected blonde hair to look good on me. What do you think, Summer?
Oh, God.
It's really nice. I mean, I do have to work that front a little bit. I'm not going to bother you with time spent doing that, but I didn't have to add hair in the back. Probably because it's blonde and that color matches my skin tone enough so that if the wind does blow and you do see my scalp, you won't notice it because my scalp is pretty much the same or close to the same color as the hair. I don't know why.
Anything you like?
What is it?
If you put like the back part upwards.
If I put it up?
Yeah, like that. Would it show like your scalp or like?
I don't know. Does it show my scalp?
Wait.
Remember, the world can see you in your shorts, okay? You could see the scalp, but I mean, like, I'm not going to have anybody going through my hair like that. That's crazy. Summer can because she's my baby girl, but nobody else. Okay. Anyway, thank you for watching my video about LLSP-211 in deep wine, and I wish I could tell you the name of this color here. It is definitely a ombre color. I don't know what it's called because when I got it, I threw it away. I threw away the packaging. But I guess if you do a Google search or something, you can find it. But thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.